one lot purchased. Okay. And what we have seen? We have said on 30th September, Reliance is 3,000. Okay. On 30th September, so what is the ultimate profit? It's 601 multiplied by 250 will be our profit. So that will be 1,50,250 rupees. Net profit if Reliance goes to 30,000, and this profit is on 1,32,000 margin. That means your money is doubled in 1 month. If Reliance goes 601 points up, your money is doubled. Clear? But does Reliance directly go from 2,400 to 3,000? No. So, on 7th September, Reliance goes to 2,420. Let's imagine. So what will happen? These 20 points minus means 2,420 minus 2,390. That means 21 points profit. Right? 21 points profit will be made. So 21 multiplied by 250. So that will be 5,250. Right? This amount will be credited in your account on 7th September evening. This is called as M2M, mark to market. Next day, on 8th, Reliance goes to 2,370. Okay, 2,370. So what was closing price? Closing price was 2,420. So 2,420 minus 2,370. So 50 points loss on it. So 50 multiplied by 250. That means 7,500 rupees will be debited from your account. Right? So it will go on happening. It will go on happening till you square off or till the expiry date reaches. So if you have made profit, if your position is more than the previous day, the last trader price, and you are into buy, then you will be getting the money regularly day on day. But if your previous day close was at higher level and today's close is at lower level, you will be losing the amount. Losing means that will be debited for that point. So here the catch will be initial margin is 1,32,000, right? So if I have 1,32,000 in my account, shall I trade Reliance futures? No, because if you make 10,000 loss next day, then 132 plus this 10,000, that means your account should be having 1,42,000. If next day it goes 20,000 loss, then it will be 1,52,000 requirement. Right? So why? Because suppose my stop loss is 30,000 for getting 1,50,000 profit. That is a possibility. I want to get 1:5 risk to reward. So I am taking stop loss of 30,000 for the probable profit of 1,50,000. So for 30,000 loss, you should have margin 1,32,000 is the initial margin plus that 32,000. Clear? So 1,62,000 should be in your account. That's why unless we have adequate amount margin in our account, we should not venture to trade in futures and options. Clear? Mark to market. And margin call by brokers is the example which I gave. Suppose you are long into 1,30,000 with 1,32,000 or say 50,000 margin in your account in Reliance Futures, and some bad news comes in Reliance and it opens 10% gap down. It opens 10% gap down. So that day it closed at 2,400. 10% gap down will be 240 rupees minus. So that will be 22 and 2160. It will open, right? So 240 into 250. Whatever amount comes is your loss. But your account does not have that much amount. So what broker will do? He will square it off straight away without even asking you. Before market opening, if you put in that 240 multiplied by 250, that is lot size amount in your account, then your position will remain open. Else brokers will straight away square it off. And he will ask you for the remaining loss which broker has encountered, that you have to pay this much to the broker additional. Right? So this is margin call by broker, which you must have read that margin calls were triggered by brokers when there is a panic fall due to some bad news, sudden panic fall. Okay. So margin calculator, you can have this Zerodha margin calculator. Here you can see F&O. Even if you put in Google Zerodha margin calculator, this page will open. Okay, F&O, futures and options. Here you can see for commodity, right? Equity, currency. So F&O, we have to go below here. This is NFO, MCX is for commodities and CDS is for currency. So F&O, futures or options. So I want to buy futures, I want to buy Reliance. Let's consider I want to buy Reliance Industries. So if I add, it's showing me buy or sell. If I add, I am getting here span and exposure margin. So total margin is 1,32,596. So this span margin is 1,11,628. So this is actual margin required, and this exposure margin of 21,000 is for if you are going to carry it overnight. If you are going to carry it overnight, then you will be needing this exposure margin, right? So total margin for Reliance nowadays will be getting, initially there were options like if you place cover order and bracket order, then margin requirement was less. But since now 1st September, full margin will be required even for intraday trading. Right? 250. Suppose I want to short instead of going long. If I sell, if I place, the margin requirement even for short is going to be same. Clear? How to calculate margin? You put in Google Zerodha margin calculator and whichever stock you want to check. Like suppose I want to check margin for NMDC. I want to buy. Lot size is 6,700 for NMDC. I will add it. So margin requirement is 3,32,000 for NMDC one lot and settled on daily basis, M to M. So margin calculator, you can use this for knowing how much margin will be needed and probable return what we will be getting, right? So whenever you are going to try, when you will be buying futures, what you want to repeat? Its margin means that much amount will be needed. Like for this example, this is also Reliance, but it was January. So in January 2020, the margin needed in account was 1,37,241 for Reliance to buy or to short one lot. One lot is equal to, that time it was 500 lot. Now it's 250 lot, right? Since price has increased, that's why the lot size has decreased from 500 to 200 to keep the contract value around 10 lakhs, less than 10 lakhs, right? So if someone wants to buy futures, we'll be buying it at our D point or our VRDZ or MDZ, wherever you want to buy. So that time you need to see that there should be this margin. But isn't it very risky to buy naked futures, right? Because if it opens 10% gap down, then how much we will be losing? It's 250 multiplied by 240. Right, so 60,000 will be the loss in overnight, in single trade. Single lot, the loss will be 60,000. So is there a way where we can say, and that too if it falls 10%, if it falls 20%, then what will be the loss? The loss will be 1,20,000. So imagine, I think I have shown the DHFL and all those stocks, those were in FNO or Reliance Communications. People holding those stocks, or recent example of, I think, but Yes Bank, even Yes Bank was in FNO. Holding FNO futures naked, what will be the scenario? You can imagine. Right? So is there a way where we can limit our loss or consider that this is my maximum loss? Yes, there is an option with the help of options. With the help of options, we can hedge our futures position so that our max loss will be limited and will be known as prior preferable. Right? So what are options? Options are contracts where holder has option to buy or sell specified quantity, that is lot size, of underlying asset at a particular price on or before a specified time period. Right, underlying asset means if you are buying Reliance option, then Reliance Industries spot will be underlying asset. If you are buying gold option, then gold, physical gold will be underlying asset at a particular price on or before a specified time. So option gives holder right, but not the obligation to buy or sell underlying asset. Buyer has right while seller has obligation. Right? So if I buy some option, then I have right that if I want a delivery, then I can ask my broker and exchange that I want delivery of this particular stock and you have to give me. And the person who has sold us, he has obligation that he has to sell it to us. Right? So if we buy at 23,000 and if it goes to 3,000 and we want to take the delivery, then that person who has sold us at 23,000 will have to buy at 3,000 and will have to deliver us. Right? So he will be making that much loss. Not potential, that will be real loss for him. So there are two types of options, that is CE called as call and PE called as put option. So what is call option? The buyer of call option has right but no compulsion to buy a pre-decided quantity of stock, that is underlying asset, at a given price on or before a particular date by paying a premium. Right? And put option, the buyer of put option has right but no compulsion to sell a pre-decided quantity of the stock, underlying asset, at a given price on or before a particular date by paying a premium. So Reliance, we will be having two options. For now, let's consider we have only two options, Reliance, or we will just keep Reliance C for now. That is Reliance call. So here we can buy or sell, that means short, or also called as write the option, write call. This also Reliance put, we can buy or sell, short also called as write. So what we can do with Reliance? Call and put, we can buy or we can even sell, short. So if we buy, then we have right to take delivery of Reliance 250 quantity. That is lot size. We have right, means suppose I have purchased Reliance Call, then I have right at whatever price I have purchased, I have right that I can get the delivery of that much quantity by paying the difference amount. But if I don't want to buy the delivery, I don't want to take the delivery, okay, then I can say I don't want to take the delivery, and whatever difference in the premium, you keep it. Whatever difference in the premium, you keep it. We can tell that. But if I short and I will have to give delivery. I will have to give delivery. That is obligation. When you are shorting, you have obligation to deliver. But if suppose I have shorted Reliance Call and I see that I am making profit now, I want to square off, and if another buyer is available, I can immediately square it off and get out of this. But if I hold it till the expiry, then I have to deliver it. Similarly, put option will also be buyer will be having right and seller will be having obligation to deliver. So what is difference between put and so various option terminologies. Whenever we say call, by Reliance Call, right? That means when we will be making profit, call is for, to make it simple without complicating the thing, call is when we are bullish on any particular stock, then we can buy the stock. This is the simplest version of option, which we can say when we have bullish view on underline, that is Reliance in this case, right? Why Reliance call means when we are bullish on Reliance. So when we will make money, we will make money if Reliance goes up. We may make money. We may make money. Not necessary if Reliance goes up, we are going to make the money, because there are multiple factors in the options which we have to consider. But for at present, you remember that call is for bullishness, buying call is for bullishness, and buy put is for bearish view. So if you have purchased put, this is for newcomers, if you have purchased put of Reliance and if Reliance goes down, then we may make money, right? So the price which we have paid, the premium amount which we have paid will increase and we might make money if Reliance goes down. So we can make money whether stock goes up, stock goes down, or stock remains at that level using options. We can make money using Options, if stock goes up, stock goes down, or stock remains at same level. So if we buy call and stock goes rapidly up, we make money. If we buy put, stock goes down rapidly, we make money. But if we buy call and stock remains there at that price or it goes down, then we lose money. If we buy put and stock goes up or remains at that level, we make loss. Right? Why? That we will be seeing going ahead. So there are various option terminologies which are used. First is underlying, that is specific security or asset, stock or commodity or currency. Like in example, we took Reliance Industries. That was underlying. Spot price means price of asset in cash market. That is 2359 is the Reliance spot price. Strike price is pre-decided price or level. We will be seeing it going ahead. Premium is price paid for taking option position. Means if I want to buy Reliance call, it's not necessary that I have to give 2359 multiplied by 250. That is around 6-7 lakh or 8 lakh 60,000 amount. There will be a premium amount which I have to pay. That is advance amount sort of thing which we give. For futures it's 1,32,000. But for call it will be lesser amount. Expiration date, we have seen date on which option expires. So expiry in Indian market for stocks, it's last Thursday of every month. Clear? Last Thursday of every month. If Thursday is holiday, then it prepone to Wednesday. And for index, that is Nifty, Bank Nifty, specifically the expiries are also on weekly, every Thursday. Every week, every Thursday, there is expiry of indices. That is Nifty and Bank Nifty. Square off means closing the open position. Open interest is total number of outstanding option contracts. Put call ratio, the ratio of puts to calls traded in the market. We will be going, we are going through the terminologies at present. Option holder is one who buys the option and option writer is one who sells the option or shorts the option. So if we see, this is the usual option chain in Nifty. We will directly open in the Nifty option chain. Right. So what are the things we can see here? Here it's written calls. On this right side it's written puts. What is written in the center? Strike price. Strike price in the written center. So on the left side of strike price, all the data available is of calls. On the right side of the strike price, all the data available is of puts. Is this clear? Strike price. These are the strike price from 14,150 up to 18,750 are the strikes available. So where is Nifty currently? 17,373. Right? Nifty is 17,373. So Nifty strikes are 50 points at every 50 points. Like here we can see 17,300, 350, 400, 450, 17,500, 550, 17,600, 650, 17,700 and downside 250, 200, 150. Likewise every 50 points there will be strike price. Here we can change whatever we want to check. If I want to check Bank Nifty, I will click on the Bank Nifty. It's showing me strike prices for Bank Nifty. Current Bank Nifty price is around 36,800. So Bank Nifty strikes are 100 points away. This is pre-decided by the exchanges, SEBI, right? Pre-decided strike prices, they differ for each stock. So 100 points away on upside and downside. Left side we will be getting the call data, on the right side we will be getting the put data. We can change from here expiry. So 9th September is weekly expiry, then since it is Bank Nifty index, we are getting weekly expiries also. 16th September, this data will change. If I change to 23 September, this data will change. Right? And if I change to 30th September, again this data will change. If I want to check for stocks, these are the all stocks. These are the all stocks. So I click on Reliance, and Reliance is trading now around 23.89, right? 23.89. So Reliance strike price is 20 points away, upside and downside. Clear up to this point? Option chain. Here indices are available. Here we can see for stocks. Then expiry we can check. If I want to check specific strike price, that also we can do. Like if I want to check 2400, then only that will be available for September, October and November contract. All the data for that stock will be available. Then we have last traded price of call and put. So next coming to moneyness of the option. Moneyness of the option. So in case of, there are three moneyness of the option: in the money, at the money and out of the money. Right, Reliance is at present 23.89 we have seen, right? And what are the strike price available? 2400, 2420, 2440, every 20 points we have seen on the upside. And on the downside, 2380, 2360, right? These are the various strike price, for example. So when spot price is more than strike chosen, then we call it in the money. In the money call option. This is in case of call. When spot price is more than strike chosen, that means current spot price is 23.89. So if I buy 23.80 call, if I buy 23.80 CE, I can say I have purchased in the money, right? I have purchased in the money. Or 2360, for example, let's take 2360. I have purchased in the money. If I say I have purchased 2420 CE, then it's out of the money. Why? Because spot is 23.89 and strike chosen is above it. Strike chosen is above it, 23.20. So the spot has not yet reached your call strike. So it's yet outside, out of the money. And any strike price below the spot price, this is for only call, right? Then it's in the money. And at the money is 23.80 C. At the money means nearest strike from the spot price. So spot price is 23.89. So nearest will be 23.80 or 24. So दोनों में से if we compare, 23.80 is 9.7 and 2400 is 11.7. So 2380 will be at the money for this. Clear? 2360 and below will be in the money. 2400 and above will be out of the money, and 2380 C is at the money. This is for call. So if we go on to the option chain, Let's take same example of Reliance. So you can see 2380 and so this left side is about call. We have seen on the top here. This left side is about calls and right side is about puts. So what are the things we are seeing here? This is LTP, last traded price. If we see 2360, the last traded price is in blue color. 2360, it's 83. Right? That means if you want to buy 2360 CE of Reliance, you have to pay 83 multiplied by 250. This is the lot size. Multiplied by 250. That means how much it will be? 25 exam. 200. Around 21,000 rupees. Right? Around 21,000 rupees you will have to pay to buy this call. And if Reliance goes up towards 2460, etc., you can make money. And can you see the color change between these two? Are able to make out color change from 2380 call side and 2400 and onwards? The color of all that, the background color is white here. 2400 and beyond on the call side. And it's yellow below 2400, 2380 and below. So, in the money strikes will be shown with yellow background in NSE. And out of the money will be shown on the white background. Got it? So if we come on this side, when we buy put, we are bullish or bearish? Can anyone tell? We are bearish, right? So bearish means if Reliance is at 2389 right now, and if it goes down, then I will be making money, right? That means we are running downwards in case of strike. We are running downwards. So, when we are running downwards, which will be the out of money strike? It will be 2360 and below will be out of, because this is in the money, blue color, yellow background, and white background is out of the money, and 2380 will be at the money. That means near current market price. So 2380 strike price is at the money. 2380 call is trading at 73 rupees. 2380 put is trading at 54 rupees. Right. So as it goes down, so these strikes are yet to reach from current price for puts to make money. That's why they are out of money. We haven't yet reached. So what the concept of in the money, out of money, and at the money? At the money is easy. Nearest strike to the current market price is at the money. So any confusion in the money and out of the money in case of call and put?